what you want. I don't do no dick sucking. You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You okay, but that gay shit.
It's low key, and I say I am Mr. Super Facts. Okay, let's talk about this. Is premium nigger shit. Let's have a real conversation, man. We got Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels. What I took away from it was, it's just exposing for a large audience and people outside that aren't black, outside of black people. It's exposing how emotional, you know, modern day or shit, just in general, like how emotional a big percentage of black men are. Not all, but a big percentage. When the argument started because Corey Holcomb, let's just call it what it is, okay? And I'm not biased, I'm gonna call it right down the middle. But the argument started because Corey Holcomb wanted Anton Anton Daniels to say something bad about white men. Let's have a real conversation. Corey Holcomb wanted Anton Daniels to talk bad about American white men or Europeans, whatever, European men. Because Anton Daniels said that, I talk shit about, he said liberal white women are the worst thing that ever happened to the world, whatever. So that's how this whole thing started, right?
For you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass. But I don't. Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody. Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy
Now, once again, and this is something that Anton, said when in his response on his show. Corey Holcomb initiated the disrespect by one, you a grown man. What is he, 50 something? Anton Daniels probably 40, 50 something. And you a grown man trying to force another grown man to say something. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Like, if you're a grown man, don't tell another grown man what to do, what to think, how to feel. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, Corey Holcomb was trying to, like, basically, like little kid him. He was trying to son him into saying something, and it's like he didn't. It don't even matter at that point how you feel about white men. It's like, you're not about to. I'm a grown man. You're not about to make me say something that I don't want to say or I don't feel like saying or whatever. Even if I don't fuck with white men, if I was Anton, you know what I'm saying, Anton Daniels. You're not about to make me say something I don't want to say, or you're not about to make me. It don't work like that. See, that's grown man shit. You don't control me, right? But once again, we live in this crazy ass world where people think everything is backwards now. So femininity is the new masculinity. Let's have a real conversation. So that was disrespectful, one. Just because you don't have to call somebody out of their name to disrespect them. So that's number one. Corey was trying to force this man to fucking say something that he didn't want to say. You don't have that you're not qualified to do that. That's number one. And then number two, he called him an ass kisser. So he started. Corey Holcomb, that's two strikes already. Corey Holcomb was in his emotions. And we've been saying this about Corey for years. He's very, very, very emotional. And that's why he don't have a lot of guests on his shows. Because if you don't go up on there and agree with him, we've seen it. Go down the list of fucking people. And these are great fucking people that contributed to the show. I haven't watched the 5150 show and been able to enjoy it in years. The last time I was really enjoying the 5150 show was when Freeze and Zoe was up there, and then or when Craig and the other dude, I guess his name was Nate, was up there. But it was like, it had a balance. There's no balance now, and it sucks because now this is the most popular that the 5150 show has ever been. It was 15,000 people watching this damn show, and all you had, the only content you had to put out was two grown men having a disagreement and saying let's fight. I mean, it's just like, damn, bro, that's all you niggas have to offer, you know. And I was saying, you know, I was telling Hurricane, like, you know, where Corey Holcomb fucked up was he should have went full Cat Williams. If you remember, Cat Williams went viral for when Wanda or whatever, she was talking, you know, she was, I guess she was throwing subliminals or some shit. But Cat Williams immediately goes into roast mode. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna win against a professional roaster. That's what a comedian is. You're not going to win. And in this scenario, in my opinion, that's why Corey lost whatever this was. You know what I mean? Like, it was an L for black men in general, but I feel like Corey lost this exchange because he did not channel bro, you supposed to go in. You supposed to be like, okay, this dude just said I suck dick, or he took it personal. We're gonna get to that because how Corey took the whole sucking dick shit, he took it way out of context. It wasn't even like how he took it. It wasn't even I don't think Anton Daniels even meant it the way Corey took it. Pause. You know what I mean? But if Corey would have just started roasting this dude, snapping on him, you know what I mean, and making fun of him and shit like that, and got in his bag, cause Corey is funny as hell, and if he would have got in his bag, he would have got Anton Daniels laughed off the show. Let's have a real conversation. He would have got him laughed off the show. So, but he chose to go this, you know, Corey Holcomb tries to do this. You know, he says he's not a tough guy, but he acts like he wants to fight. He acts like he wants to fight everybody or some shit. I don't know. Like, Corey Holcomb, like, he'll fuck around. If he get into a fight, if he fall, he might fucking die because, you know what I'm saying? He fell off, what, a scooter or some shit, and he said he broke his wrist. So he said he been saying that if he throw a punch at somebody and hit somebody, he might break his wrist again. Like, what are you doing? You know, so in a situation like that, Corey Holcomb should have I'm disappointed that Corey Holcomb doesn't have a friend around him or basically a designated hitter. I'm surprised Corey doesn't have somebody around him that's like, bro, when niggas start being disrespectful, I'm gonna pay you $5,000-$10,000 to knock them the fuck out every time. Okay, that's it. I mean, Corey Holcomb he's the boss, he's the face, he's the brand. So it's like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know, do you think El Chapo was out there being a Sicario and a boss at the same time? No, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I find that strange that Corey Holcomb doesn't have somebody in his corner to take care of the dirty work for him. You know what I mean? When you get to a certain level, as far as like, you know, your bank account and shit and your status, you should have a couple people, at least 2 or 3 people around you that's just ready to crash out for you, you know, and then you bail them out. Corey Holcomb got bail money, you bail him out, and then, you know, good work. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So let me just play this.
For you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass. But I don't. Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck
nobody gonna tell you.
dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe
do
me when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. Let's switch seats. I'm with homie. I don't do.
So before they, like, he gets in his face and shit, from my opinion, I could be completely wrong. Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I don't even know if this shit is working on. But from my opinion, I feel like when he said that Corey Holcomb sucks the dick of black people, from what I took away from it was kind of like an analogy, a metaphor, whatever the fuck. He was basically saying that he's biased. He has a bias towards black people. You know what I'm saying? He's going to defend black people, and he's not going to defend, you know, that's it. I mean, whatever. He's going to defend black people. He's going to take black people's side And he's going to, that's how he kind of like feeds his audience, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know, let's have a real conversation. As soon as you call out black people, if I'm black and I say one thing, it don't matter if it's the truth. If I say anything that involves black people taking accountability for what's going on in the black community, they gonna call me the same thing they call Jason Whitlock. Let's have a real conversation. If I say fuck Colin Kaepernick and fuck Dave Chappelle for wearing a Colin Kaepernick jersey, oh, I'm a sellout, and I'm a Sambo, and I'm a Uncle Tom, and I'm a coon, and I'm everything other than a truth teller. Because the reason why I'm saying these things is because these are fucking. It's crazy how like people defend the sellouts. This nigga got a clean Memphis. He got the OG Memphis Grizzlies jersey on. Bibby. He got a Mike Bibby jersey on. Oh my God, that Mitchell and Ness. That shit clean and a motherfucker. Anyway, so it's crazy, man. You be the person, you'll be the truth teller, and you get called the sellout. You get called the piece of shit. You know? So why do I say fuck Colin Kaepernick? Because the nigga did all that shit, all that protesting, and still accepted money from Nike. Let's have a real conversation. Then you got Dave Chappelle. He go up in there and he tote the line. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle, he not out there ready to willing to fucking die for our freedom and sovereignty and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they say he was over there gentrifying shit. But anyway, so you know what I'm saying? So I just felt he meant it as, you know, Corey, you just being biased and you just telling your audience what they want to hear. Giving them lip service polls, you know, because if Corey Holcomb was saying, yo, you know, black people need to be better. If Corey Holcomb ain't even building shit himself. Corey Holcomb ain't building communities himself and trying to help people from his community. He's stuck in that. He's in his second or third or fourth or fifth childhood, like Nas would say. His whole identity is where he came from. His whole personality is Robert Taylor home or wherever the fuck he came from. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's his whole personality. He hasn't evolved. He hasn't evolved. You understand? It's a whole world out here, man. You know what I mean? He hasn't evolved. That doesn't take away from him being a master at his craft, making people laugh, putting a smile on people's faces and shit like that. But on a personal level, outside of comedy, he hasn't evolved on a personal level. Let's just have a real conversation, man. And it's sad because he has such a big platform, and he has the opportunity to it. He's surrounded by people, you know, like Zoe Williams or like Rizza Islam, you know, and they got, you know, they do certain things. People like, you know, everybody has done some shit or something in their past where you're like, oh, you know what I mean? We can say something about everybody. They can say shit about me. It is what it is. Somebody say shit about you. Oh, you did once upon a time. You did this goofy shit. Let's have a real conversation, bro. You know, but I don't think that Corey Holcomb took it as, oh, you suck literal dick. That's not, in my opinion, that's not what Anton meant. Anton didn't mean you suck literal dick. I think he could have meant that. I don't know. But from what I took from it was he was saying that, you know, you just be telling people what they want to hear. You tell these black people what they want to hear. You don't tell them what it really is. You don't tell them what they need to do to better themselves. You know, now he'll come out here and then Anton also called him a hypocrite. And it's facts, because you see every time Corey Holcomb has a pattern when people call him out to his face, because he even agreed that he took it easy on Dave Chappelle. But when people call out Corey to his face and criticize him for his personality flaws, his character flaws, he reacts the same way every time without failure. Let's just have a real conversation, man. He one of them people that he just, and it was kind of like what Darlene said. Darlene really is agreeing with me. And you know what I mean? And everybody else that criticized him. She says, you know, she be talking to him, and if he don't agree or whatever, then that's it. He not going to change. That's it. You know, it's very few people out here that have the ability to like actually evolve and grow, like grow the fuck up, like go to the next level. You know, a lot of people's personalities are set in stone in their 20s and 30s, and they just act out the rest of their life the same way. You know what I mean? It's sad. It really is, to be honest. So yeah, I don't think it was meant to be taken literal. He took it, you know, like it was like disrespectful against his manhood, and then you know, it just, you know, it just like, yeah, bro. I don't know if Corey Holcomb is kind of slow, or maybe for the cameras he felt like, oh, I can't let him say that in front of all of these people because that's gonna, now niggas ain't gonna let me hear the end of that type shit. It's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's like, because you know, black men and just people that are lower vibrational anyway, they so worried about the validation of strangers, man. It's actually fucking disgusting, bro. So it could have been a situation where he was like, oh shit, he just said that in front of all these people, so now I gotta respond like this.
Right now. I don't suck you doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't do that.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well,
this
I tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You think I
Okay,
give a fuck
but
about what you
that
talking about,
gay
nigga?
shit, oh, you
I don't
know.
give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're
good.
not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga,
dick
we can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down
Yo.
right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about
no,
this
sir.
shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking
for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you
Anton,
I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't
I'ma let
disrespect
you
me like
finish.
that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
Call this nigga out his name.
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on. That's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing.
Yeah. He said Corey pretended to be a voice for black people. Just said, hey, you know, that's how he make his money on YouTube, man. So, you know, it's just like there was a part in the video when Anton he said, yo, let's go outside. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, let's go outside. He stood up and he walked away, and Corey was like, I ain't gotta go outside right now. So it's like, you know, as childish as that is, because a fight is not gonna resolve anything. You know, regardless of who won, it's not gonna resolve whatever, you know what I'm saying, ideologies they got, you know what I mean? It's not going to resolve that shit, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, you just kind of releasing whatever energy or negative energy you have towards this person, but it's not going to resolve any of the, you know what I mean, anything that they were talking about. And but I think that's when Corey, he conceded. I think Corey, you know, that's clearly a loss. Like, you stood up, you chewed Darlene out to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? You say, get out the way, get your ass out the way, Darlene. And then you got up in this man's face, and then he said, let's go outside, and you conceded. You said no. That's the right word, right? Conceded? Jesus. You said no. So, yeah, I think that's why Corey lost. And I think Anton Daniels, I'm not saying it would have been an easy victory for him. Corey would have just grabbed him. Let's have a real conversation. Corey would have just grabbed him and wrestled him. That's all that would have been. But I think he would have won because Corey out of shape. So I think Corey would have got gas, and Anton would have got a couple hits in. I think Anton would have won. Only because Corey not in shape. But then again, Corey could have just grabbed his ass. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He could have just grabbed him up and shit. But yeah, I think Anton won that, man. You know? And then at the end, he called him a bitch, and he came back and he called him a bitch, and it's just like, damn.
Because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
No, I think you doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's the reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people.
So it's like, you know, even Corey is stuck in this stupid ass, you know, Caucasian. He's talking about Caucasian males. He's basically talking about Europeans, basic white men. There's a, you know what I mean? He's not going up any further than that. He's not talking about Luciferians. He's not talking about Jesuits. He's not talking about the Vatican. He's not talking about you know, any of these Satanists. He's not talking about the Zionists. He ain't talking about, I mean, this is what I'm saying. So it's kind of like Corey has this script, but he's not pinpointing any of the 13 families or he's not talking about Peter Thiel or the nigga. You ask a nigga, you know what I mean? Like, let's have a real conversation. You ask Corey Holcomb who's Aleister Crowley or Albert Pike, or you know, you ask him about, he's not talking about the Freemasons. He's not talking about anything of any relevance. It's a very ignorant blanket statement. Oh, the European white males. Well, what white males? See, and he has a platform where 15,000 people are watching, and this is what you get. This is I guess, you know what I mean? Like, this is a premium goy nigga content. Let's have a real conversation. Okay? This is ain't a nigga, he's a jigger. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it sucks, you know, because he's not putting anything of any relevance on it, and there's no action behind it. If you're so mad, you know, this is a message directly to Corey Holcomb. If you're so mad about, you know, what these white men that you're claiming have done to this country, where is your organizations? Where's your actions? Where's your 5150 Black Panthers? There's, once again, this is called, when there's no action that follows your rage, when there's no action that follows your anger and your quote unquote knowledge of what's going on in the world, when there's no action that follows, then it's fake outrage, and it's what they call a grift. Essentially it's grifting. You know what I'm saying? It's they calling it rage bait and all of this shit. So it's like, if you're not out here, if you're gonna sit up here and be, you know, try to point fingers at how, you know, the people that, you know, destroyed this country and things of that nature. Why don't you put an actual fucking, what's the name of their family? You know, I got problems with the fucking Federal Reserve. Okay, let's have a real conversation. I won't smoke with the Federal Reserve. Now, there was just some shit. I just seen this shit yesterday. So I'm like, who owns it? Who runs it? Apparently there's a board or some shit, but you know it's gonna be some shadowy motherfuckers that we'll never know. But it was like, what was this dude's name? He was in the Trump is trying to like press charges against him and shit because he's trying to force him to lower interest rates or some shit. What's the dude's name? I think he's like the chair. I think it was like his name is Joseph something. Let me see. Chair of Fed Reserve. Jerome Powell. So I'm like, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna come up on here, if I'm gonna talk and try to deliver, you know what I mean, a message, I'm going to be as direct and informational as possible. You know, so if I'm telling y'all, yo, I don't fuck with the Federal Reserve, I feel like our country would be in a better place, our quality of lives would be in a better place, our dollar, our money, our currency would actually matter and be valuable if it wasn't for the Federal Reserve, and the chair of the Federal Reserve is Jerome Powell. So we need to go we need to send him an invite to the cookout and have a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, once again, people don't want to get to the bottom of shit. They just want to complain. Let's have a real conversation. You understand? This is what they want to do.
Okay, but that gay shit, you go. Hey, homie, I tell you what. Right here. Put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga. I'm from Detroit. Say I suck a dick again. I'm right here, right now.
And it's like, they're going to say see, people that don't really want to fight, people that are scared, they look for a way out. So Anton had already said, you suck the dick of black people. And then he said it again. He doubled or tripled down. And then now Corey's saying, well, say it for the fourth time. Say it for the fourth time. And then I'll do something. The nigga already, if somebody tell me, so I had a former friend, he got mad at me because I said, fuck Charlie Kirk. Right? He was Caucasian. I said, fuck Charlie Kirk. Whatever happened with him is not going to affect none of us. And has it affected any of us? No, absolutely not. Now we got a new Charlie Kirk. Her name is Renee Good. And surprisingly, you know, Corey Holcomb was on here acting real emotional like Renee Good. Wolfing, popping all of this shit like he was going to do something, but ultimately back down. Right? So let's have a real conversation. So this kid, you know, I told him, and then he was like, oh man, he was like, oh, that's bullshit. You know, it's gonna affect us. And he got it in his emotions. He got it in his fifis. And he was like, oh man, that's bullshit. And I don't know if he directly said this or indirectly said this, but he was like, man, that's bullshit. Suck my dick. Da 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 da. So it could have been, he could have just said it indirectly because he was mad. He might not wasn't saying it directly to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't play, I'm the same way. I don't play those games. No grown man is going to tell me to suck his dick, and I'm not going to tell another grown man to suck my dick unless I'm ready to fucking die right there. Certain things you don't say. You don't tell a grown, and it's sad that we got to have this conversation, but you don't tell a grown man to suck your dick, and you don't call a grown man a bitch. These are, and these females are out of control. These females are running around telling dudes, suck my dick, bitch. And I'm like, wow. So America is a very safe place now for an agent of chaos female. Let's have a real conversation, bro. But it's about a line. And there's a lot of things you can say, you know. But you know, for me, for like a real man, I'm sorry. You tell me to suck your dick, we fighting. You call me a bitch, we fighting. Because it's just like, bro, it's so disrespectful. That shit is so disrespectful, man. You know? And D was up there looking fine. Look at D. Hold on. Look at D. She up there looking fine.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Look at D.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it, homie. I don't do no.
D was up there looking delicious. She was up there looking like a Capri Sun. D was looking delicious. Delicioso. Fuego. Huh? You know?
That's why I lose respect for you when you different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
Over here or anywhere in the United States of America, and that's not a black thing. I'm talking about Caucasians, Hispanics, and Asians. Understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other, because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
I don't go with.
Maybe I knew what you was gonna do before you did it.
Maybe. But I tell you what. That's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people in the cemetery that didn't know it was going to happen like that fast. That's why out here I try to walk under the code.
Corey like a pit bull with no teeth.
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied.
So kind of like he talks a lot of Corey Holcomb is a hypocrite and he's biased because, like we've already said, he'll talk about, certain celebrities, but in a real, like he'll get straight to it and keep it all the way real with certain celebrities like Dwayne Wade and Will Smith and like a Shannon Sharp. But then when they come to Nick Cannon or Kevin Hart, he's real, he's over there playing softball. So he'll play, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll play hardball with them, but he'll play softball with them. And that's what he's talking about. And everybody knows this about Corey Holcomb, man. You know what I mean? We've been saying this for years. Everybody knows this. You know what I'm saying? And he just doesn't have guests on his show unless he doesn't have people that around him. Because you see, he's being challenged. And you see his reaction. This is a perfect, my thing, I like, psychology. I like seeing, how people react under, being challenged when they're under stress or in pressure type situations and shit, come on, man. Psychology 101, you can see when he's being challenged, he doesn't have control over his emotions at all. At all. You know what I mean?
But you still triggered by it because you don't accept the apology because you still talking about everybody
right,
else.
And that's the thing. He apologized and Corey should have just let it go. When he apologized like 2-3 times. Move on. Get back into the topics. Make fun of this nigga. Do some transition. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you need it, and Darlene, respectfully, her sexy dumb ass, she should have stepped in and said, okay, let's talk about some topics, or she should have stepped into the role of a moderator or something. She just sitting there looking sexy and looking like a motherfucking what was that? Looking like a sexy Latina, like a Mandarin meal. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I got shit to do. Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pussy like you got to. Fake ass nigga. to stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, cause the nigga be to slap the shit out your bitch ass.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, cause the nigga be to slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am.
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks. That's basically what I heard in my head. That's basically what I heard in my head. You know you lost an argument when you yelling at, you cursing a nigga out after he had, he nigga in the car. That nigga in the car driving back to the hotel. And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks. Anton. Oh, he said Corey admits to paying for pussy too. Listen, man, ain't that some shit? He a hypocrite. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's funny, man. That's funny. That's funny than a motherfucker, dog.
Dick, nigga, it's on. I don't know nothing about no niggas saying nothing to no nigga with a nigga.
Oh, when he leave, I'll be talking again. Oh.
Niggas saying nothing to no nigga with a niggas talk about suck dick. And niggas
I'm trying to fucking rewind back to that part. That shit funny.
I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga.
Oh.
I just proved my point. Be down. So you proved the point. Hypocritical. Homie, just gone, man.
Just gone.
Man. You gone. I'm not the jet. You done did this before. Get your bitch ass the Hey, homie. All right, I'm out. Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch. You proved my point. I got shit to do. You're right. Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Right. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, cause the nigga be to slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door.
See, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. Corey, hold on.
Because you try to lose respect for you. I'm a motherfucking man. You doing
Look.
it right now. Believe me when I
Look,
tell you. Now,
this shit is all fucked up. Look,
give you the same energy you give me. Let's see.
he said before I said, you had all the time in the world.
I'm a motherfucking
You had
man.
all
I
the
don't do
time
no
in the
big
world.
sucker
Nigga like
shit.
Funk
I don't
Flex.
give a fuck about nothing. Well, I tell you what.
He had all the time in the world to smack him in his face right there. Boom, bop, bop. Like, what you talking about? He had all the time in the world to smack him in the face right there. Smack his glasses off. He could have smacked his hat off. Could have smacked a button off the nigga t-shirt. He had all the time in the world, but what Corey wanted to do? Corey wanted to smell him. He wanted to, what's that, Dior nigga? Let's have a real conversation. He in the man's face, man. You could smell what the nigga ate for lunch. That's how close he was to him. Go get your bodyguard before somebody smack. It ain't gonna be you. It ain't gonna be you. Okay? So, once again, let me get through these last couple points. You know, like I told Hurricane earlier. Corey Holcomb's, his credibility would have been destroyed if when Corey said to Anton, say it again, which would have been for the 4th time, if he would have said, say suck dick again, if Anton Daniels would have looked in Corey Holcomb's face and told him, you know what, Corey, suck my dick, do something. And if Corey didn't do something because he initiated that aggressive shit, I wish, if we talk, this is premium goy nigga content. Let's go all the way there. If it's real or fake, if this is some WWE shit, which wrestler would Corey be, and which wrestler would Anton be? But if it's real or fake, take it all the way there. Take it all the way there. Like Mankind versus Triple H. Remember when he did the pedigree on the fucking nails and shit? Take it all the way there. Make it, if this is fake, real or fake, this is the Super Bowl for you niggas. This is premium goy nigga content. Take it all the way there. Because this isn't Zoe. What Zoe did to Aries is still #1. I could watch that shit every day. That shit is funny. You can only call a grown man shark head so many times before he take that shit out on somebody. Call a grown man shark head. That's crazy. And then laugh in his face. That's wild. Can y'all hit the like button, please? So, I wish he would have told him, Corey, suck my dick. And if Corey didn't respond right there, you see, you gotta call their bluff. That's what happened with Renee Good. Renee Good was bluffing in front of the ICE agent. You created this situation, right? You're interrupting a fucking federal investigation. You're out here, I guess you're out here trying to protect Somalis. Somalis, they said RIP. Ain't one Somali walking around with a picture of Renee Good on their t-shirt. They ain't no Somalis out here making murals. And they ain't making no Nipsey Hussle murals for Renee Good. Let's have a real conversation. The fuck is you talking about? Not one. It should have been 100,000 immigrants. Every immigrant in Minnesota should have been outside making fucking, they should have been doing a group project, a group illegal immigrant project, making a mural of that white lesbian dumb fuck bitch. Let's have a real conversation. Keep it too real over here. I keep it too real with my damn self. Keep it too real with my damn self. That's why I ain't got nobody. I'm alone. I'm lonely. Anyway, so that was it. And I wish he would have put them. So when somebody is, you have to call these people's bluffs. And I feel like Anton, he didn't call Corey's bluff. He left that room so where Corey can still get off the hook. Where his little 5150 cult, they can still act like, you know, whatever. Like, you know, like, well, Anton left. No, he should have said, suck my dick, Corey, do something. And Corey wouldn't have did anything. He either wouldn't have did anything, or he would have hit that nigga, and Anton could have made a bag off of that. Either way, it was a win-win for Anton, and Anton fumbled the bag. It's funny because the name of his people is Bag Chasers, and he fumbled the bag. It ain't got dark out here, dog. It ain't got dark out here. It's only 5 o'clock, man. It got dark out here and everything, dog. So yeah, Anton, you fucked up, bro. You should have fucking put the gas pedal all the way to the fucking floor, and you should have cracked. You know what I'm saying? You should have called his bluff. You fucked up. You fucked up, brother. Okay. And That's it. That's basically it, y'all. That's basically it. So definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around here, man. I'm about to take my ass to work, but you know, it's a lot of shit going on. They could have had, you know, these are two content creators. Like I was saying, Corey Holcomb is more popular than Anton Daniels because of what he does, you know, and he goes out and performs. But I think Anton Daniels, I think he makes way more money than Corey Holcomb because he seems to be like a better businessman. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, but I could be completely wrong. Who knows? Who knows how much Corey Holcomb is worth for Anton? Whatever, it is what it is, you know? I'm broke. The fuck? I'm broke. I'm worried about my broke ass, you know what I mean? So, y'all let me know. He definitely he missed the opportunity. He should have responded like Cat Williams, and he should have just started roasting Anton, because Anton is not a comedian, and he would have got destroyed. You know, so whenever you going into war, you know, your strategy should be to fight to your strengths. You know, so it's like your strength is being a comedian, being a seasoned comedian. While your weakness is being a tough guy, right? So this nigga said, I got a fever. Nigga, you better take some Theraflu. Shit, I felt like I was getting sick, and I went and got me some Theraflu, man. I might drink me some more too, cause niggas love getting you sick. One thing, this is shit right here. Some oil of oregano, black seed oil. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, my head hot. I'm over here sniffling and shit. That ain't me. Alright.
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
Don't worry, hypocrite, but what are you talking
No.
about?
You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are.
I'm gonna read some of these comments, and I'm out here in 5 minutes. He said, Corey took an L this day. All right, they said Corey took an L this day. Anton stood on business. Broke people can't debate without being triggered. Corey is from the streets. It's a respect thing. He said he was trying to play in Corey's face. Corey caught it and checked him. Said Corey don't play no games. Corey is deflecting and distracting. He got super angry, so they couldn't deal with the issues at hand. Said Anton Daniels is a Sambo. He invited dude on the show, then got emotional over a conversation. Corey talks about everyone. This is the same reason I stopped listening to Joe Budden. Hypocrisy. My first time seeing Corey take a L. All right. This person said, Corey don't understand anything. All right. This person said, I'm surprised Darlene with her fine ass Darlene. I'd run a nice bath for Darlene, man. You think Darlene take, because pretty bitches, they, for some reason, if you know, you know. Pretty bitches don't be soaking they pussy, man. Pretty bitches don't soak they coochie, bro. I don't know why. That shit weird. Like I was like, maybe I would run a bath for her, but watch her ass. She only takes showers. That shit weird, man. I don't trust bitches. It ain't gonna work. I like to, you know, come home and I like to watch my bitch take a bath. Shit, fuck is you talking about? This nigga riding a motorcycle. It's fucking 20 degrees out here. This motherfucker crazy. Yeah, I run Darlene a bath and feed her crickets and earthworms. You know, all types of shit. You know, I'll make her a roach casserole, whatever the fuck she into. Just let me fuck raw. And she gotta be going. She gotta be a menopause. She gotta be a menopause queen. So definitely nothing in that shit, boy. Shooting every centimeter of that coochie up. That Latina coochie. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be at least what, 50? You talking all gas, no brakes in that elderly coochie, man. Let's have a real conversation. All gas, no brakes. Brake line broke, bitch. Huh? Hello, okay. The brake line broke, bitch. Yeah. I'm gonna stalk Darlene when this video over. I'm gonna go on her page and be like, Darlene, you was looking so uh you was looking so majestic last night. You know? He said Corey said be going like a chick would. This person said Corey can't take what he dish out. That's a female tendency. This person said this is a play. Okay. So yeah, as far as Anton, who knows? Maybe he don't want to talk about white people. I don't know. I don't really follow Anton like that. I don't really know his story. I don't know how he got on, pause. I don't know, all I know is I guess he said he from Detroit and he create content. I don't know that dude's story like that. I don't know where he came from. Everybody has their beginning, like what video they made that blew them up, pause, or whoever they collaborated with, what, or whatever they do, what talent they have. I don't know. I don't know how he got a million damn followers. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how he got on. They saying he was trying to get this girl on the show to help promote her show, and I respect that. Corey be having people on all the time that we don't know who the hell they are. One of the craziest people he had on was the dude with the dreads. He was out of his mind. Corey said he stopped fucking with him because he was on coke or some shit. I don't remember that nigga name at all. But it's like he be having people on all the time. We like, who the fuck is this? And then they keep coming on, and then we like, okay. It's like basically like new cartoon characters and shit. Precise. Nigga name Precise. Even his name crazy with a mother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Right. So this person said Corey told him to repeat it again. He already said it. If somebody call you a bitch, you call somebody a bitch, why somebody got to say it again for? Why they got to say it again for? They said it already. They went out of their way to say it the first time. I don't get it. You said he already said it. Anyone who asks a person to repeat themselves is like a child wanting reassurance, like a playground fight. Push me again. I already pushed you. Right. So, you know what I mean? This person said Corey at 304, he talked shit when he left, but he backed down in his face. This person said they both corny. Corey acting like a female. Corey getting more goofy and more goofy every day. Y'all starting the year off on goofy shit. Said Anton Daniels is a known bona fide tether. He shits on black folks daily. Won't say shit about white folks. Said Corey has met his match. So yeah, it just reminded me, like Corey reminded me of Corey remind me, like, his personality, like how emotional he is. He remind me of my family a lot because, you know, you try to people like Corey, you can't tell them. The sad part is you really can't be honest with them. You really can't tell them how you feel. You can't share your. It's crazy. Like the most emotional people, they don't never want to hear about your emotions. It's insanity. It's really fucking insanity. Like, you know, so it's like, you know, these people have no control over their emotions. But then as soon as you come in and be like, yo, this is how I feel, you know, I feel disrespected. They don't want to hear none of that shit. So it's like, it's the most craziest shit in the world, man. It's the craziest shit in the world, bro.
Down. I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not.
So yeah, that's it, man. They had an opportunity to make some good content together and you know, help, you know, really like put their brands together to really help black people and stuff like that, you know, because he has a million subscribers, whatever, a million followers. Corey Holcomb, you know what I mean? He has hundreds of thousands of people that fucking watch his show and support him and come out to see him. And it's like, it's the same shit over and over and over. Like, instead of people coming together, you know what I mean, and building, you know what I mean, like literally building some shit out of nothing, you know, like it's just this same, like, let's just tear each other down, bro. And that's really just programming, man. That's really just programming and severe lack of discipline. You know what I mean? Because what happened, that's exactly what they wanted. You know, the most entertaining thing that could have happened was them building and them growing. Because there's a lot of shit that Corey Holcomb know that Anton might not know, you know? And there's a lot of shit that Anton might know that Corey might not know, you know? So it is what it is, man. But as far as, like, you know, as far as the people that love that negative shit, they got what they wanted, man. It was funny because I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, Anton is coming on the 5150 show. I was like, all right, let me check it out. And I didn't check it out. I was like an hour. I clicked on the video like an hour into it. And immediately, that's when they started, like, this was like the second. This is like when the argument started up again. I was like, oh shit. So I had to rewind this shit. And I was like, oh man. And then, you know, you had Craig come on, and that was some, you know, that was some real juvenile shit talking about, you know, I would kick his ass and shit. You know, come on, man. You know what I mean? That was some kiddie shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, it is what it is, man. They gave y'all niggas some content. Yeah.
Stop shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong what I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what?
But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did.
You know, so this is what you see, like this, like a situation like this. What you seeing is these are two individuals that actually got shit to lose. Not saying that they don't have bail money. Both of them got bail money. But I'm talking about, you know, potentially, like, if he get into a fight on here, he could potentially, that goes against terms of service. He could get his whole channel taken on, you know, he could get his whole channel terminated. You know what I mean? Probably wouldn't happen, but he risks losing his channel. Anton Daniels could risk losing his channel. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, when you do certain things, they'll just, like, for instance, you had Dr. Disrespect, right? It's a gamer on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, and he was accused of being a pedophile. They fucking demonetized his entire channel. And that dude was probably making like fucking $50,000-$60,000 a month on YouTube. You know what I mean? They demonetized his shit and he got it back. Why? I don't know. How? I don't know. But, you know, when you making that much money, I guess they said, listen, man, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then once again, like, they just got a lot to lose. Now, if this was two dudes that ain't got shit to lose, they would have been scrapping right there. There would have been a fight right there. But this is what happens when you got two dudes that got, you know, they got shit to lose, you know?
Let me ask you a question. It depends on the circumstance. And the
like I said, it's like Corey say a lot of shit, bro, and he appears to be upset about a lot of these topics, but he has the platform, he has the influence, and he has money. He has money, he has influence to actually start up programs or create an organization to combat all this shit that he complains about. But that's the difference between somebody like Corey Holcomb and somebody that's really outside, you know, trying to build some shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, you know, if you really mad at white men and all of this other shit, why are you really mad at the police shooting Nick? Why are you not building something? Why are you not creating something to combat that? I saw a video the other day. I don't know if I still got it on here. Let me see. I don't know if I still got it on here, but it was about the, I guess they were Black Panthers. I'm not really sure. But they were in Philadelphia, you know, and this guy was, this is it right here.
I can hold my gun like this, it's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. This can't hit my finger on the trigger, which is not.
This ain't the video, bro. That's not the video. Here it is. This is the video right here.
If you don't hurt people, you ain't gonna watch me again.
Shut your ass up. You better not never watch me again.
Shut your ass up.
You right.
I'm right here.
Okay, take another step.
Physical distance.
I know.
Arms length.
You right.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. You shouldn't have a badge on you, fucking bully. This is what's going on. If the people in the community are mad about what y'all doing, you should be listening to what they say and trying to fix it. Not getting in their face talking about, I wish you would, because I will. I'm not scared. You see how many of y'all? Comrades, walk 50 feet that way. Walk 50 feet that way. Excuse me, can y'all back up just a little bit? I want to display something. I'm by myself. I'm not scared of all of y'all. Right? I'm telling you, if black people are brutalized in Philadelphia, we gonna get involved. We don't want to get involved. We want to serve the community together. We want to stop the drugs and stuff together. But you can't be on both sides of the line. So you can't be punching people or stepping on their head or laughing at them while they're having a seizure and then want somebody to be nice to you. You see what I'm saying? If I did that, my comrades did that, I'd fuck my comrade up. My comrade wouldn't be walking around next to me in a uniform, and I wouldn't care if I got fired or sued or any of that shit, because I stand for it. You're supposed to stand for that. You see what I'm saying? So if you, right, but that shit right there wasn't me. I hear you, but what I'm saying to you is, I'm telling you why. I'm telling you where this anger come from. You see what I'm saying? If the police don't brutalize people in this neighborhood, we don't got to get with the police. But if we get video sent to us of that, we going to come yelling and screaming and ready to fight. It's not funny. That's why you're a pig. See, police officers, police officers that serve the community, they cool. But when police officers laugh at people having seizures because they slammed them on the ground, that's a pig, right? When police punching you is not part of their policy. That's a pig. Right? The police officers, I would dignify everyone I encounter during the commission of my shift. If they're not dignifying everybody they come in contact with, that's a pig. It says I would treat everybody with courtesy and respect. If they hop out talking like this, bald-headed bully, that's a pig. You understand what I'm saying? That man is black in the black community being a pig, right? I want y'all to know the difference. I also want you to know that you do not have to be scared of them. See what I'm saying? You don't gotta be scared of them.
So long story short, once again, like I said, it's if we having a conversation, if you complaining about something, then you should have, let's try to figure out a solution for what you're complaining about. So Corey Holcomb should be having people on the show like this dude, have guests. He's on the show. Bro, I can't be the only one that feel like Corey talk about the same shit every week. Bitches is this, bitches is that, niggas is this, niggas is that. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. Have guests, but have guests on that can, help you solve the problems that you complaining about. Because otherwise, you're a grown man bitching. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying that this was the Black Panther Party. They were called to West Philadelphia for help with the police brutality. And this man, this is grown man shit. This is a grown man right here. He's standing in front of all of these cops that could easily fucking, you know what I mean? They could kill this, they could shoot the shit out this dude and probably get away with it, So that's the video. I gotta get up out of here. Appreciate everybody chiming in on the video. It's dark than a motherfucker, dog. I only been on here for an hour. All right. So that's another Corey Holcomb breakdown. We'll see how many weeks he go complaining about this shit. All right.